Hello and welcome to another Havoc Sons video. What am I building now? Well, I'm building that, but I'm not going to make it a 12 by 20. I'm actually going to make it a 24 by 20. So this is the start of it, and they want me to do these every 24 inches, and I don't think I will. I think I'm going to change it around a little bit. I think I'm going to go 16 because I am making it bigger. So it's basically going to fit on this slab all the way to the end of where this 2x4 is. This is where it normally would close if it was a 16. But I'm going to make it close here. Now you wonder, if you're sharp in contracting, you would wonder, okay, it's coming with a bunch of pre-made trusses right here. So how are you going to extend it another 4 feet? Well, actually, I'm going to leave the trusses just like they are, and on this side what I'm going to do is 4 feet down I'm going to cut out a slanted extension that would go all the way to the end. So basically this end of it would just be like a smaller area where I would roll in all my machinery, like those. I have a tiller, I have a special weed eater that's push mower type. I have a lawnmower. There's a lot of different, there's a vacuum, a lot of different tools that I use, and I don't need to go all the way up with them, and I don't really want to pull the handlebars up every time. So by extending this right here, I'll be able to just push them in. That's my plan anyway. So here's the first part of it. We'll see what happens. So the barn kit came with these 2 7/8 sinkers, smooth shank, and they're coated so they easily hammer in. But I don't like the fact that they easy hammer in. That means they could slip out. So normally the barn would end right there where that last 2x4 is. Now those are the ones that are 80 inches tall. These over here, they're going to only be 4 feet tall. So I'm not putting those in yet. So basically, we got the back wall that's going to look like this. And that board is not going to be there. I'm going to put treated wood down below, which it didn't call for treated wood, but I'm adding it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill in some bolts into the cement, and I'm going to bolt those down. We get some strong winds over that hill. They come in hard. So I want to make sure that this thing is really secure. So about, I would say, maybe, I don't know, I have to look to see what the standard is to put in those bolts right there. But you got the basic idea. So that this is where the end of the truss will go. And then from here on, there'll be like a 4-foot little slant that'll go down where I can pull my lawn equipment in. You may ask me, why wouldn't I go longer than 24? I know it's a 16 by 20, but I'm going to go to 20 by 24. Why wouldn't I go further out? Because right here is the line. This is where basically the barn's going to end, and it's going to go all the way across to there. Now, this part of the slab I did not build, and as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, it's starting to slant. It's actually starting to slant right where this crack is. So if I go any further out, it's really going to throw the structure of the barn off because there'll be a slant. As a matter of fact, that slant starts right where that little crack is. So it's already getting, the cement is already getting some structural degradation. I mean, that's minor, that's nothing to worry about. And then this slab, which went all the way to here, was already here when I bought the ranch. And then I added this slab and this slab. It's reinforced with metal, and I went much deeper into the ground because this is going to be the anchor. This is where the barn is going to hit the wind hardest. That's why I kind of want this wall at least 16 by 20, and I'm going to put fire breaks in it as well. I'm sorry, every 16 inch on center. I don't know if I'm going to go 16 here. I don't need to that much because we've got a mountain right there and it kind of breaks the wind. And we have these cars. This is going to be my parking lot. So I'm not sure if I'm going to need that. I'll address it when I come to it. I may just do it anyway because, you know, lumber's so cheap now. And it's just going to be an extra, probably 4 2x4s. So, but as far as the trusses go, I'm probably going to have to build one. That's half of one. So you flip it over, that makes another half. So, I may minimum have to build one. I think I might have to build two, but I definitely don't want to build a lot. So that's why there's a lot of reasons why I'm staying at 24. So basically the barn is going to be a 20 by 24. So originally it called for a 16-foot wide barn, and 16 feet would end right there. Now I have to end right there because the trusses are made for 16 feet. Anything bigger and I'm going to screw up, I'd have to take all the trusses away and build new ones. I don't want to do that. And this is that part that I told you where I'm going to make the little, where it's going to drop down a little. So that's basically 16 wide. Now making 24 long is not that big of a deal because all I have to do is add another truss, probably another 2 trusses. So the 7-foot part of the back wall is done. I'm going to go ahead and move it back as far as I can because I think what I'm going to start on next is those trusses. So I've decided to make a miniature, I don't even know how you would describe it, but I'm going to extend the barn by 4 feet. And by doing that, what I've decided to do is cut those panels up. There's a 4-foot and a 2-foot panel then there's going to be a 1-foot slope. That'll be 7 feet, which is exactly what this is here. The other thing I'm doing is I'm cutting up the pallets that this kit came in because there's some really hard wood there in the center, these 2x4s. And like I said, there's a couple things that I'm doing. Originally the wall called for 24 inch on center. I went 16. Also, I'm putting in fire breaks. Not so much that I need a fire break, but it's just extra strength. And I'm using the wood from the pallet jacks, or from the pallets, to do that because that wood is strong. I don't know what it is. But I had to use a Sawzall to separate the 2x4s that are nailed together. It was so strong. I decided to switch up a little bit and get these done first. So I'm gonna pre-assemble the trusses and then the loft beams, there's 2 of them. There's one there. These are all those, and one there. All that wood gets glued and screwed in together to make one big beam. And then these here are 2 gable plates. So I'm going to assemble all of this. The gable plates and the loft beams I'll assemble first, and then I will start on the trusses. I believe there's quite a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8 trusses that I got to assemble. And then I've got to hand make 2 more because I'm lengthening the barn. So if you listen to my video closely that I just made, you'll notice that there are some inaccuracies. I should probably start by saying, look, I'm getting up in age. Excuse me. I'm choking up over that. And I'm gaining more weight. I have a problem medical problem, but you know, I'm trying to fight through it. Makes it difficult for me to exercise now. I have no balance basically. So I can't ride my motorcycles anymore, and I try to stay to quads, and I'm even having problems with them. I don't know. I mean, you know, the alternative sucks, so I'll take what I can get lately. But here's the thing. I was raised in the city of San Diego. I was born in a concrete jungle, basically. And I mean, it was tough. It was a rough neighborhood, but um, I'm out here in the country now, and my neighbors are not real close, but they are very nice. Uh, and we bought a ranch, some acreage, where we intend to get horses, goats, chickens, and we don't know anything about them other than my wife used to have a horse when she was younger from in Ohio. So bottom line is I don't know what I'm doing. Watch my videos and don't take them to heart. I'll make mistakes in the way I speak, in the things I say. But hey, I am trying to push forward and build things and do things that I have never done before. I find it extremely entertaining when I play these videos back and I listen to myself and the mistakes I made. If anyone was watching this video that I just recorded closely, you'll notice that I said 16 feet, 20 feet. I don't know what you possibly must think my square footage is of the barn, but it was a 12 by 20 kit. And what I'm doing is I'm enlarging the width to 16 feet and the length to 24 feet. And that's basically what it is. It's a 16 by 24. Ignore everything else that I said. And again, don't take everything that I say to heart. I'm an idiot, I think. But I'm struggling with all these new things. I actually love my new life. I have so much that I'm planning on doing and building, and I hope you guys can come along and enjoy the chaos with me. Well, thanks for watching. There'll be part 2 of this. Have a great day and a better life, and remember to do more of what makes you happy. See ya.